Alright, guys, welcome back. I'm reading this on the eve of opening day, and in more recent years, have become a pretty avid hunter, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I hope everyone out there is staying safe and hunting down that big buck and thinning out that doe population so we can have some safer drive-in and help control that population a little bit better so we can just be better stewards of the land God provided us. Other than that, I'm going to get reading. I think it's Proverbs. We are definitely in chapter 5, and this is Avoiding Immoral Women. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave, for she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor, and will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, "How I hated discipline. If only I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breasts of a promiscuous woman? For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. Now, one thing that I am just a huge advocate of in this passage is it really speaks to discipline. And I think that, they say, oh, too much of a good thing is never a good thing. And that's why I find that I completely agree with that. I'm someone who was blessed to have found my forever partner in my youth, very young, high school sweethearts, and so I've been a one-woman man for a very, very long time now. And I never really thought about it, but it's kind of a badge of honor for me. I like that. I like that everything that I've had and everything that I've been, it all belongs to one woman. And I know that that is not everybody's path, and that is not the choices that everyone has, but I know that I've been blessed because of that path. I know that there's been frustrations that you have in any relationship, but because I've chosen to give it all to one woman, that I'm blessed. I avoid a lot of headaches. I avoid simple things as avoiding disease and things like that. Things that are just commonplace, that by making simple choices, you avoid simple problems. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I think that so much can be said by the wisdom that Proverbs sheds on what it is to be a good Christian man and really what it is to be a good Christian woman. I mean, basically, for the things that men need to avoid, women shouldn't become, and vice versa. What women need to avoid, men shouldn't become. And I just think that it speaks true of how we can better serve each other when we meet these standards. I just think that when we do that and we begin to embody that it just becomes easier to love everybody. And that's where my pursuit is at. I don't know. I just think that there's so much wisdom in the book of Proverbs For it to be as simple as that. Like with all the way social media is now and the whatever hookup culture, all those things that we have now based on the internet, and we want everything right now. I tell you what, man, patience, wisdom, and discernment are such a blessing that I understand the people that choose not to be on social media and choose not to share in those things, because it's the we want it right now generation. And when you rush into things and you don't have the discernment, you don't practice the wisdom and the ethics and things like that, you'll run into problems and you'll run into the person that's not right for you. And that's for both men and women. But definitely men, just make sure that you're doing your best. Find a good godly woman that's going to multiply. Women are multipliers, and they're the best multipliers in the world. We say that men are better at the math and science, but the best multipliers in the world are women. If you give the right woman something, they will multiply it tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. That's what God, they're our partner in everything, and they make everything that we do better. And so, shout out to you ladies, big fan. I got my own ladies that are taking care of me and that I'm taking care of them. And for you ladies out there, just find the right guy. Be patient. Be steadfast in your patience with God, and He'll provide. He's preparing you for them, and He's preparing them for you. And man, I'm with my wife, and I still find that God is still preparing me for her, and He's still preparing her for me. And I think that's the beauty of the whole process. So, definitely, what was that theme? Avoid immoral women. All right, guys, and gals. These messages are for everybody. To have that wisdom as a female, to avoid what to be. Don't be that woman that is for every man. Don't be that man that's for every woman. I think fantastic lessons, guys. Well, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope that everyone has a safe opening day, and look forward to seeing some posts about some big bucks and a whole bunch of does that we need to thin the herd, guys. Get out there and get some good venison, good eating for the family, and maybe provide a couple of venisons for some family in need. Okay? So, have a great day and God bless, guys.